Yes, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Wisma Alina Jabin Idris. Under the supervision of Dr. Siti Khalija binti Kasim, will be presenting about my case presentation for the counseling internship. Okay. Okay. So this is the content outline. This is my counseling site. I perform my internship at the same school, SMK Tengku Panglima Perang Tengku Muhammad. As far as our concern on the student, they come from various socio-economic backgrounds. The school is located in the middle township and surrounded by many facilities. Okay. With regards to the counseling services, there are 3 counselors, 1 individual counseling group, 1 group counseling room, 1 career corner, 1 PPDA corner, and 1 healthy mind corner. This is additional information about the school, which there are few students, that stay in 2 hostels provided by the several agencies and been studying here, such as Taman Pengasuh Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah and also SK Pendidikan Khas. So my case category is sexual harassment and the counseling type is enrichment, which I wanted to help the client to enrich her self-management skills. So this is my theoretical orientation. I've been using cognitive behavioral therapy a lot during this internship. So I believe that by using this theory, I will help students to identify and change their destructive or disturbing thought. And by changing this irrational thought, they can improve their self-management and social skills. As cited from Hoffman, CBT provide ways to help client changing the automatic negative thoughts that can contribute to and worsen emotional difficulties. So through CBT, these thoughts are identified, challenged, and replaced with more objective, realistic thoughts. So for this case presentation, I've been using the same CBT approach, which I help the student to examine her selection. She needs to anticipate the consequences of her selected action, and then I help her to occupy herself with self-management and social skills. The identifying information, AS1021F, is in Form 2, a Muslim and a Malay by race, come from a lower socioeconomic status. She has 6 siblings, including her. She's staying in Taman Pengasuh Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah, a shelter for orphans, with her elder sister and her younger sister. Her father died when she was in Standard C, and her mother has remarried again. So her mother is staying in one of Felda residence in Kuantan with extended family, which consists of her grandparents, uncle and aunties, and also her cousins. So during online classes, which is 1st October, she approached me through WhatsApp and disclosed about the distraction that she has been receiving during the online learning. As a matter of fact, she agreed to have session with me to help her cope with the difficulties. Okay, so the biopsychosocial history. History of presenting problem is sexual harassment. Family history, father died, but she doesn't know the cause of the death. The intrapersonal, she do not want to come back to hometown during holiday and showing determination to run away from home. Interpersonal, she has close relation with siblings. She has a good relationship with classmates and also friends in the orphanage. Sorry. she is studying in the last class out of 8 classes and never been to any counseling session before. Presenting problem. So the first session is about distracting that she has been receiving. And then the second session, the face-to-face, we have been discussing on her excessive workload that she didn't accomplish, that given by the teachers. And the third session, the client came ahead of the scheduled time, and during this session, she revealed the true story with regards to the sexual harassment. So in a nutshell, I discovered she has negative belief due to the harassment, which she wanted to run away from the house. And then also she need to deal with her uncle who give her a lot of house chores. She underwent 5 sessions in these past 2 months. Okay. Okay, so the treatment plan, as you can see, I've been using GAD7, PHQ-9, just like the Healthy Mind Screening test, genogram and biopsychosocial history, and also this no pain scale. Okay, clinical interview observation, assessment, suicide intent, and readiness to learn skill, which is the assertiveness skill. Her academic, she is in 29th rank for her class. So issues presented is irrational belief, sexual harassment, and intense workload. So treatment goal to help client, the first one is to help client anticipate the consequences of her action to avoid destructive behavior. The second one is to aid client occupy herself with self-assertiveness and refusal skills. And for the family issue, which is the intense workload, I facilitate client to raise sense of self to deal with intense workload. Okay, so next, this is the summary session. If you can see, okay, let me go to the intervention. Okay, treatment intervention. Cognitive, for the first treatment goal, I'm expecting that she can, she managed to restructure her cognitive and also develop decision making skill to examine the consequence of her action by using CBT, REBT model. For the treatment goal number 2, self-assertiveness and social skills, including refusal skills to cope with sexual harassment attempt. So this is to deal with her sexual harassment. I've been using psychoeducational method and role play. As stated in the Journal of Sexual Harassment in Malaysian Educational Institution. So for the third treatment, I would like to help her to increase sense of self and communication skills to deal with her uncle by using rehearsal exercise by the guest top trustee. So this is the first illustration for intervention 1. The issue is self-complete to help client anticipate her consequences. So she seemed to be very determined on her belief to run away from home to avoid being harassed by her uncle. So I've been using REBT to help the client anticipate the consequences and also help the client to develop new effective adaptive belief. And Alhamdulillah, on 15th December, I've called her and she is currently at her hometown. Okay, so this is the illustration, REBT. If you can see. So this is during the third session. Okay, next we go to the intervention 2, sexual harassment. Okay, prior to the intervention, I've consulted the issue with my school counselors, and also I've called the principal of the Taman Pengasuh Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah, and her parents already came and discussed with the principal, and they came out with the conclusion that they would lodge any report, any police report, and they just promised that this is not going to happen again in the future. So I take this as a huge responsibility, which I wanted to help her very much to occupy herself with self-assertiveness and refusal skills to cope with unexpected difficulties in the future. So based on the homework given and role play during session, client is able to demonstrate the assertiveness skill and the refusal skill. So I've been using the psychoeducational method and role play. We have discussed the educational materials about self-assertiveness training. And I've been given her homework to practice, because to mastering skill, we need to practice a lot. So for the illustration of intervention 3, with regards to the family issue that she needs to deal with her uncle. So I aim this intervention can facilitate client to raise her sense of self to deal with her uncle that always give instruction to her to do the house chore. So I've been using gas spot therapy, the rehearsal exercise. Client is assist to increase her sense of self by expressing her true feelings. Client has participated in the role-playing method to improve her communication skills to confront her uncle. But out of sudden, when she at the first step, when she already knew that what she wants from the conversation, she realized that she need to help the uncle. I mean, she realized that she really need give a hand to help her uncle with the house chore when she imagined her grandmother. So like this exercise, this therapy is not completed, as she conclude that she willing to help them with the house chores because of the school holiday. So it's not going to bother her online classes or whatsoever. So next, this is the case termination form, evaluation form. So I've been using this form. Kaunselor sangat membantu saya mencapai matlamat yang saya tetapkan. Jika kawan saya menghadapi masalah, saya akan menunjuk ke kawan saya kepada kaunselor. Saya akan menghubungi kaunselor jika saya berasa sangat sedih dan tiada harapan. So this is the intern counselor reflection. To be told, I found that this type of counseling is very challenging for me, and this is my very first time handling this case. What matter the most is apart from we have to address the appropriate authorities on the issue, the harassment issue, we need to, at the same time, we need to control, we need to protect the client's security, safety. So it's like we 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 have our ethical principles uh, to oblige. In the same time, we need to address the issue of sexual harassment. So I've been convincing her a lot about my purpose of consulting with my counselors, and she agreed with that. And Alhamdulillah, we let the principal to discuss with the family. So the application of theory to practice need to be improvised to help me to be more competent. Other than that, I really need to bear in mind whatever it is. I need to comprehend the client with the limit of confidentiality. Okay. The next conclusion. This case presentation has really broadened my knowledge and increased my self-assessment. But we have to practice a lot. We have to comprehend ourselves with the application of theory in counseling to ensure we choose the most appropriate theory to the client. And finally, to be a competent counselor, we always need to look out for supervisors and senior counselor to consult and ask for suggestions or opinion in meeting with the client. So this is the differences, appendices, the family genogram, and the biopsychosocial history form. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Thank you.